Hi, this is Talk Radio WRNR and TV10's Rob Mario. My family first stayed at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake in Maryland several summers ago, and we've gone back every summer since. La Bella Vita is owned by Martinsburg residents who've meticulously decorated and furnished this amazing mountaintop vacation home with breathtaking lake views that is only 2 hours away, featuring 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a fireplace, a large family room with an 85-inch TV, a hot tub, and multiple decks. There's lots more of the La Bella Vita experience to enjoy, including Deep Creek Lake itself, a 3,900-acre lake with 69 miles of shoreline. It's a great combination, and it's waiting for you. So take it from somebody who's been there multiple times. You are going to love staying at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake. For more information, visit the Facebook page or contact Tailor Made Deep Creek Vacations and Sales or call 301-750-2182.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
It's time for the excitement of Division II college basketball featuring the Shepherd University Rams. Today's contest is brought to you by Smallwood & Small Insurance Group. Contact them today at 304-263-3361. Chris Ross of the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Contact them today at callchrisross.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. Contact them at suttonandjanelle.com or visit their offices at 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or go to orsinis.com. The Marius Group of Financial Advisors. Call them at 304-263-4343. The Palace Lounge off Edwin Miller Boulevard. Go to their Facebook page for their full menu. And the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Now let's send it out to the Butcher Athletic Center on the campus of Shepherd University and join our TV10 broadcast crew for today's contest.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University as we get ready for a Shepherd University basketball doubleheader here, starting first with the women as they play host to the Mansfield Marauders. Mountaineers, excuse me, sorry about that. As we get ready for this action here, you're on the Johnny's Express tip-off show, brought to you by Johnny's Express. They have all your game day food and drink needs. If you need a way to serve it all up, they've got you covered as well. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Spencer Dupuy, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us here on some Monday evening Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference action. And Nick, obviously these two teams kind of going of late in the same direction, but overall Shepherd having a great season.
Yeah, and Mansfield is a team that has been pretty competitive in the PSAC, but a lot of their wins coming against kind of the lesser teams in this conference, or at least teams toward the bottom, so don't have a big quality win really on their schedule so far. And for Shepherd, they've been a team that's been ranked pretty high throughout the polls throughout the season, and the different types of polls, whether it be region polls or even some top 25 polls as well. So they've been a team that has a lot of high expectations. And coming off of a game that was played on Saturday against Kutztown, the number 24 ranked team in the nation, it was just a bad performance for Shepherd. It wasn't their typical performance. So heading into tonight, Coach Echelberry said in our pregame interview that she wouldn't want to be Mansfield because this Shepherd team is coming off of a tough loss, and it's very unlikely for them to play two bad games in a row and also they're motivated to play well tonight, returning home for the first time in a while as well for the Rams. So, it should be an interesting ball game. And for us, we haven't seen these Shepherd teams in a long time, so it's good to be back at the Butcher Center to get some Shepherd hoops action.
Yeah, Friday, December 3rd, I believe the last broadcast we had. We were set to do the 4th game, but that's when Shepherd football was still in the D2 playoffs, so we opted to have you guys go up to Kutztown for that rematch.
I think we chose a good game there.
Yeah, you did choose a good game. Instead of the Clarion game where Shepherd got it, women at least got the easy win, 70-57. But the last game that we had on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube was against Gannon, where Shepherd got that close 63-59 victory. But since then, obviously I just mentioned that 70-57 victory on Saturday, December 4th. Then they were at Virginia State, where they got a 76-69 victory. On December 11th at Pitt Johnstown, a 20-point victory, 71-51. December 18th at IUP with a 67-58 victory. And then December 19th at Seton Hill, they fell in that one by 2, 61-59. And then a long way off. They had some COVID issues coming back. We're set to have an exhibition matchup at Lynchburg College in Virginia, I believe, at the end of December. Ultimately, that did not occur. And then some other COVID issues mounted, and they didn't get back on the court until Wednesday, January 12th, when they played Bloomsburg, and they lost in that game 71-60. And then Monday, January 17th at Millersville, got a 56-44 win. And then on last Wednesday at Shippensburg, got an 81-75 victory. And then, as we mentioned, they fell at Kutztown 63-47 on Saturday. That takes us to today, where we are right here at the Butcher Center. Shepherd currently in the PSAC right now. They are sitting at 6-3 in the PSAC, 12-3 overall. So in the PSAC East, just sitting at number 3. Not looking too bad here as we come down the home stretch. Home stretch that will see a lot of games in a short amount of time, Nick.
Yeah, and it's a good time to get a home stretch if you're Shepherd, because while you've been playing okay, you haven't been playing really up to your standard, or at least the standards you had at the beginning of the season. So get to play at home, sleep in your own bed, and get some very winnable matchups, I think, in the next few days. This Mansfield game is winnable, obviously. East Strasburg, not too certain how well they're doing this year, but Lockhaven's a winnable game on Saturday as well. So, these are games that you want to see Shepherd take advantage of here at home and get those wins back together and start rallying off those wins before you get into February and before you get into conference tournament time and maybe even March Madness.
Yeah, I mean, Division II March Madness, that is a thing, Nick.
Well,
we'll talk about that more, though, as we're going to take our first break here on the Johnny's Express Tip-Off Show. And Tip-Off Show brought to you by Johnny's Express. Johnny's has all your game day food and drink needs. And if you need a way to serve it up, they've got you covered as well. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. And on the other side of that break, you'll hear from Coach Echelberry as Nick was able to catch up with her. That's next. You're tuned in to Shepherd Basketball on WRNR TV on YouTube.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
The right attorney can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
I called Sutton and Janelle, the best lawyers you could ask for.
Sutton and Janelle, attorneys at law. 70 years of collective legal experience. Family law, criminal defense, DUI, personal injury, and mediation.
Sutton and Janelle got the most favorable outcome I could have expected.
Visit Sutton and Janelle's new historic location, 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Online at suttonandjanelle.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. They value your rights and are passionate about your success.
Hi, my name's Corey, and I'm here at Orsini's in beautiful Martinsburg, West Virginia. We no longer specialize in only appliances. We have kitchen design, countertops, cabinets, flooring, and even a new 1,200 square foot sleep studio with brands such as Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. 304-267-7251, 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. We price match the big box stores, and we give back to our local community.
Orsini's.com. Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Spencer Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us as we get set for some Shepherd women's basketball action. And we're back here on the Johnny's Express tip-off show, brought to you by Johnny's Express. They have all your game day food and drink needs, and if you need a way to serve it all up, they've got you covered as well. Located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg, that's Johnny's Express. And Nick, before we started the broadcast here, you were able to catch up with Shepherd University women's basketball head coach Jenna Echelberry, and here we'll play it. This coaches interviews are brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Cabinets and designer bedding, outdoor living, it's family owned and operated. Located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. Go to Orsini's.com, and here's the interview.
Nick Verzolini, now joined by head coach of the Shepherd Rams, Jenna Echelberry. Coach, coming off a tough loss to Kutztown, what did you take away from that game? Obviously, they're a ranked team, but you guys didn't really play the best to your ability.
Yeah, I think that, I'll take full credit for this. They came out in a triangle and two and was all over Abby and Marley, double teaming every time they just caught the ball. We weren't prepared for that, and it took us a little long to get used to it. And, we were wide open and had a lot of great looks, but it was just not our night shooting, and we shot terrible from the field. I try to tell the girls at the end of the game, looking at the stat sheet, we can't keep putting teams on the line, 20, 22 times. That killed us. We made one more three than them, and they only made two more field goals than us the whole game, and the difference was the free throw line. So we got to get better discipline, and that starts with me. We weren't very disciplined on Saturday, so hopefully we can get back on track and being that team that does the little things and focuses on discipline.
And then a quick turnaround heading into this game. So how do you kind of throw that one out the window, even though there is a lot to learn from it, and bounce back tonight and get a win?
Yeah, I told the girls yesterday that I wouldn't want to be Mansfield. I think that when we suffer a loss, and our last home game we did lose. So we're finally back at home, and we're coming off of a loss. So I'm pretty sure we're going to come out ready to go tonight.
How does it feel to be back at home? Been a little while since you played in the Butcher Center.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't play. We probably only played, it seemed like, 2 league games and home on the first semester. So I felt like we were on the road all first semester too. And our first 4 games in this semester got postponed. So it is so good to be home. Our girls can go to class. We can get used to this home court advantage right here. So we'll see what we can do.
And then what kind of stands out to you about this Mansfield team, and what would be some keys for you guys to get a win tonight?
Grit. They grit. They're gritty. They're little nags. They play extremely hard. They're not very big, but they out-rebound and get on the offensive glass. So they just go after the ball. They have a niche for the ball, and we're going to come and play some good defense, keep them off the free throw line. But it'll be a battle, but we're faced with some adversity right now in our season with COVID and coming off a loss. So we'll see what we're made of.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was the coach's interview presented by Orsini's Home Store. Not just an appliance store any longer. That's 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. Go to Orsini's.com for more. And Nick, obviously, there's a lot in that few minutes that you got to catch up with her. And, looking back at the last couple of weeks, and, we talked about this on the Sports Mix today. Shepherd is just 2-3 in their last 5 games. And that one of those losses came here to Bloomsburg on January 12th, which Coach was referring to, 71-60 loss. So obviously they're ready for a win in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, definitely. I think that playing at home will help Shepherd. Obviously, you get, like she said, get to go to class, get to sleep in your own bed, and get that comfort of being at home. You don't have to get on a bus or however you're going to travel to your opponent. So it's definitely easier to play at home, especially in a conference where some of the games are kind of far. I mean, none of them are extremely far, but you're not exactly, in your own state. You're playing in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, even though you're in West Virginia. So, it gives you the advantage for a lot of these matchups, besides a few where, teams are probably traveling 2.5, 3 hours down here to Shepherd, and you have the home court advantage in that way, and also just being at home makes you more comfortable. So I like how Coach Echelberry kind of looked back at the last game, too. She took responsibility for the loss in terms of not being able to make those adjustments on the fly against a tough Kutztown defense that this team wasn't used to seeing. So it'll be interesting to see if Mansfield maybe tries some different looks and to slow down this high-powered Shepherd offense, because Mansfield, if they can keep it in the 50s or the 60s, they got a chance. But if Shepherd can, really put up their points and get into their normal offensive sets, it's going to be very tough.
It'll definitely be tough, but let's look back on a couple of great performances by two Shepherd players in the last week. They were both recognized today by the PSAC in the weekly honors, as Abby Beeman named PSAC East Athlete of the Week, while Sydney Clayton earned PSAC East Defensive Athlete of the Week honors. Beeman averaged just over 20 points per game in a 2-1 week for the Rams. She started off the week with 19 points and 8 assists in a win over Millersville. Excuse me. She posted a double-double with 37 points, 10 assists against Shippensburg, and she added 5 points and 8 assists in the game with Kutztown. She recorded 3 blocks, 4 steals, 10 rebounds, and 117 minutes played. She's the NCAA Division II leader in assists per game with an average of 7.7. Clayton helped Shepherd to that 2-1 week. She had 2 block shots, 3 steals, and pulled in 9 defensive rebounds in the win over Shippensburg. That was against Millersville. In the win over Shippensburg, she blocked 3 shots, grabbed a steal, and then she added 1 more steal in the game against Kutztown. She also scored 46 points, recorded 6 assists, and posted 27 total rebounds last week. So obviously an impressive week for 2 stars on the Shepherd Rams women's basketball team.
Yeah, both of them are tough matchups for any team. Beeman, whether it be with her passing ability, even her rebounding ability for a guard, is tremendous, and she can light it up on the scoreboard. We've yet to see that, though, in her games that we've had on TV 10 this year. I know we haven't had many, but we haven't seen her go off yet, so I'd be looking forward to seeing a good shooting night for Beeman tonight, but also Sydney Clayton. In the games that we have had, I've talked about her game a lot, Al. I think she is probably the most consistent player on this team. Her ability to post up and create her own shot in the post and just finish down low. She's a very tough matchup, and we already heard from Coach, and you can just tell, Shepherd's probably going to have a little bit of a height advantage against this Mansfield team. So I think Clayton could have a really big impact tonight.
Yeah, I do as well, and that'll do it for this portion of the Johnny's Express tip-off show, brought to you by Johnny's Express. They have all your game day food and drink needs, and if you need a way to serve it up, they've got you covered as well. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. We've got about 11 minutes left on the clock here before we hit game time, so what we'll do right now is we'll step aside for a 2-minute break, and then on the other side of the break, we'll break down this matchup more. You're tuned in to Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
The right attorney can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
I called Sutton and Janelle, the best lawyers you could ask for.
Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. 70 years of collective legal experience, family law, criminal defense, DUI, personal injury, and mediation.
Sutton and Janelle got the most favorable outcome I could have expected.
Visit Sutton and Janelle's new historic location, 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Online at suttonandjanelle.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. They value your rights and are passionate about your success.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Spencer Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us for this PSAC women's basketball doubleheader here at the Butcher Center, as both Shepherd teams are set to take on the Mansfield Mountaineers. First, we'll start with women's as we've been going through this pregame show. We'll take a look at the Mountaineers, 5-9 on the season, 4-6 in the conference. They've lost 2 straight, and they're 1-5 on the road. Not looking too good right now, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, you play the games for a reason. They do have a win over Shippensburg, 70-50. The Shippensburg program is usually pretty tough, but they do have some not great losses. Lost to Lock Haven, 73-56. In the last 2 games have been tough for them to put the ball in the basket, only scoring 47 against Pitt Johnstown and 46 against Millersville. So, this isn't a high-powered offense, but Mansfield will fight. They're a good rebounding team for the most part. At 38 rebounds a game, their opponents are getting 40. So while they're still losing the rebounding battle, only by 2 on average, they got to improve in a lot of key areas, though. They're not good from the free throw line. They don't really have a ton of shooting, only 26% from 3 and 32% from the floor. So, they're a tough team. They'll give you a good battle, and they've won 5 games despite not really having big offensive numbers. So they find ways to win at times, but they struggle on the road, and they've struggled against most of the quality PSAC opponents that they faced this year. So it'll be a tough game tonight, I think, presuming that Shepherd plays their game. But if they can get Shepherd off their game and do some different things defensively, they could certainly keep it closer than maybe expected.
Yeah, and they're led in scoring by Jasmine Hilton, 11.9 points a game. Paige Whitfield with 9.8 a game. Both of them tops in rebounds on the team, as well as steals. Hilton with 8.6 rebounds a game, Whitfield with 5.1, and steals Hilton with 2, and Whitfield with 1. Assists per game, Whitfield averaging 2.8, while Sydney Reed averages 12.4. That might be a typo.
I don't see that on my
I think it might be 2.4 because it's below the other one. So let me double check here. Assists per game. I guess it doesn't label it as assists per game. Yeah, so it's probably 2.4.
She's got 34 assists in 27 games. So.
Yeah, so it's a little misprint there on the paper. So 2.4 for her. And obviously, if you're going to beat this Shepherd team, you need to put multiple players in double figures.
Yeah, unless you can get them off their game, but that's obviously very tough to do. I mean, Shepherd's got a big 3 of Abby Beeman, Sydney Clayton, and Marley McLaughlin that are all averaging in double figures, all over 16 points per game. So they're a high-powered offense. So unless you get those players in foul trouble or just really get them off their game, it's going to be tough to slow down this Shepherd offense. But besides them, there's not a whole lot of firepower, at least in terms of points per game. You have Kara Miner, averaging 4.5 points. Shipley's averaging 4 as a freshman, and Hannah Myers averages 3. So they really don't get a ton of scoring from those other players. But what those players do well is rebound and get assists, play good defense, stuff like that. So, you're going to have to contain the big 3 of Shepherd, and that's a very tall task for any team in Division II women's basketball.
Yeah, it definitely is a tall task. And we'll do right now, we'll step aside for our final 2-minute break of the pregame show. And then we come back, we will have Nick's keys to the games and projected starting lineups. That's next. You're tuned in to Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us Mansion Ferretti when you need justice.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Erie Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Johnny's Express tip-off show here from the campus of Shepherd University. Spencer Wienig, Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Cameraman Donald Kenny back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin. And Nick, we've reached the kind of close to the end of the pregame show here. The keys to the game and players to look out for portion of the pregame show brought to you by CMA's Honda of Winchester, located at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. First for the visitors, Mansfield.
Well, I think for Mansfield, they got to try to slow down this high-powered Shepherd offense and not allow the Rams to get it going, scoring the basketball. I mean, you just look at the offensive numbers between the two teams. Shepherd averages nearly 70 points a game at 69 points per game, 69.3. Good field goal percentage overall in the season, 45%, 33% from downtown. And Mansfield, I rolled them off in the last segment, but they're just not a very high-powered offense. Only about 53 points a game, 31% from the floor, 27% from three. So if you're going to have any chance in this game, you got to get Shepherd off their game offensively, and you got to try to keep this in the 40s, 50s, maybe low 60s. But besides that, I mean, your season high, if you're Mansfield, is 62 points. Or, I'm sorry, 70 points. They put up 70 against Shippensburg, but up until that point it was only 75 actually against Clarion. But really they're not known for putting up points.
Yeah.
So they got to keep it low scoring. And then on the Shepherd side of things, just be ready for anything, because obviously they weren't ready for the defense Kutztown threw at them. Now they've seen that. So if Mansfield throws out something similar, you got to be ready to adjust and make those adjustments on the fly.
You got some players?
For the Rams, I'm going to go with my favorite player on the Rams. I'm going to go with Sydney Clayton. I think she has another big game tonight. Again, this Mansfield team isn't very big. And then for Mansfield, they don't have a whole lot of explosive offensive players, but you got to go with Jasmine Hilton. She has been their best player this season. 12 points, almost 8 rebounds, or nearly 9 rebounds a game. So she's going to have probably the matchup on Clayton as well. So those are my keys and players.
All right, now we'll move over to the Modern Renovations starting lineups. West Virginia Homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule a free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. Projected starting lineups here. First for Mansfield, Jasmine Hilton, number 5, Paige Whitfield, number 33, Sydney Reed, number 15, Kara Merritt, number 4, and Logan Nutt, number 13. And for Shepherd, kind of the same lineup you've really seen all year, starting lineup-wise, except for when Hannah Myers was out. So for Shepherd, number 4, Abby Beeman, number 24, Sydney Clayton, number 25, Marley McLaughlin, number 23, Kara Miner. Or excuse me, not Kara Miner. She's not in the starting lineup. Number 20, Megan Shipley, number 14, Hannah Myers. And that wraps up the starting 5 for both teams. Now what we'll do is we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have first tip on TV 10 WRNR TV on YouTube.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Campus of Shepherd University. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuy, happy to have you with us as starting lineups being introduced at the Butcher Center here, getting ready for the tip-off momentarily. And Nick, obviously Shepherd wants to get back in the win column, but this Mansfield team probably really wants to get a win on the road. Only 1 win on the road so far. Yeah, and if you can get this win over Shepherd, who's considered, one of the best teams, like we said, in the country in the PSAC at times this year, that would be a huge win for your program and a chance to really pick up momentum at the right time. So while Mansfield hasn't really had a whole lot of success on the road, and you head into this game, you don't think they have a great chance tonight, a win like this would mean so much to the program at this point in the season. So it's a big game for both these teams. Shepherd can't afford to slip up, and Mansfield would love to get a win. Yeah, they definitely would. As I was wrong, Marley McLaughlin is in the starting lineup. Or I did say she was in the starting lineup, but that's the starting lineup as you watch out here. For Shepherd, it is Beeman, Myers, Shipley, Clayton, and McLaughlin. And last time we were here, Hannah Myers looked like she had a really bad ankle injury. Luckily, it didn't keep her out that long, as she's obviously came back, I think, 3 games ago or something like that, Nick? Yeah, well, I believe she was also out due to COVID after that, but I think that time off that the team had allowed her to get back a little bit quicker in terms of games played, which is good for her. So to have her back, she's a good defender for this team. She makes a lot of the hustle plays. She's not going to score a ton of points, but she will provide good defense and good hustle plays. So not only is it good to see her back out on the court for what she does on the court, but it's just good to have her back and be healthy. Merritt wins it back for the Mountaineers. Hilton has it. She's got that now over to Nutt. Nutt inside, down low. Tried to get it to Merritt, to Hilton, but Shepherd knocks it out of bounds there. Coming back in now. Now to Whitfield. Whitfield now over to Reed. Back over to Whitfield. Now a shot on the way. That's knocked around as Hannah Myers gets the rebound. Coming back down is Abby Beeman. Down to Clayton. Clayton will throw it back to Beeman. Beeman now will pass it in the corner to Myers. Excuse me. Now to Clayton. Clayton will go down low. And he'll call a jump ball. But it'll be Shepherd ball because they lost the jump.
Yeah, both McLaughlin. Gosh, can't even say McLaughlin. Or not McLaughlin. Clayton and the defender went up at the same time with the ball.
Clayton has a jumper on the way. That's no good. Rebounded by the Mountaineers. Handling the ball is Reed. Reed now passes it to Merritt. Merritt back to Reed. Tries to find somebody, and that's taken away there by McLaughlin. McLaughlin now will pass it to Shipley, but she traveled. It'll go back the other way now.
And that was a pretty obvious travel there by Shipley.
Now inbounding into Hilton, She's guarded by Shipley. Now to Merritt. Merritt over to Whitfield. Whitfield will now pass it over to Nutt. Nutt now finds Reed. Reed will pass it down low to Merritt. Merritt's turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded there by Myers. Myers to McLaughlin. McLaughlin will now pass it to Beeman at the top of the key. She'll pass it back to McLaughlin as they start to run their offense here, passing it over to Clayton. Clayton out of Beeman. Beeman down to Myers. Then she'll, in the secondary, or an extra pass to Clayton, which I don't really think was needed, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. She got in an awkward position underneath the basket, so was trying to hit Clayton cutting, but Clayton wasn't really open, so just both teams sloppy early on.
Very sloppy play as the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover for the Mountaineers. Now we're waiting for a player for Shepherd to inbound it. That will be Shipley. Shipley into Beeman. Over back to Shipley. Now to Clayton at the top of the key. She'll hand it off to McLaughlin. She'll shoot from three, and that one's off the mark. No good. Rebounded there by Whitfield. Whitfield to Merritt. Merritt now passes. Goes off of the leg of Clayton, so it'll remain Mansfield basketball. We inbounded there by Reed. Reed inbounds the basketball. Now over to Merritt. Merritt over to Whitfield. Back to Hilton now. Hilton's jumper is good, so just now the first 2 points of the game. As first points of the game go to Mansfield. Now back to Shipley, but her foot's on the line as she grabs that ball, Nick.
Yeah, and again, Shepherd just not really getting anything going on the offensive side. Just not moving the ball well, not getting good looks.
Now over to Whitfield. Whitfield, she'll try to lay that one up and in, but it's rebounded there by Beeman. Beeman now looking for her players on offense. She'll pass it to Myers. Myers' layup is no good. McLaughlin trying to fight for the rebound, and it goes off the hands of a Mountaineer player. As the first quarter sponsors here on TV 10 by Milestone Real Estate Group. Chris Ross and Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. We'll get you the other one later here in the first quarter. As it still remains with Mansfield on top 2-0. Not a great shooting night so far from Shepherd, and a layup there attempted from Mansfield. No good. Rebounded by Clayton. Clayton now to Beeman. Beeman tries to pass it to Shipley, but they're not on the same page there, so it'll be another turnover for Shepherd.
Yeah, this is hard to watch right now for both these teams. I mean, there's just no good offense, and I don't know what's really going on. I mean, I don't really think it's good defense. It's just been bad passes. You know, we've only seen one really good-looking shot. Teams aren't even really getting shots up early on. It's just sloppy and just not good offense at all.
As the Mansfield now on offense, pass it over to Reed. Reed's three is on the way, and that's no good. Rebounded by Shipley. Now over to Beeman. You expect a timeout soon probably from Coach Echelberry if they're not able to get any offense. But right as I say it, offense right there. As Beeman goes and lays it up, and then we've got a tie ball game here with 5:54 left in this first quarter. Whitfield being guarded tightly there by Shipley, and she'll have her layup blocked by Shipley. So Shipley being very active on defense so far.
Well, that was the first time either team, Abby Beeman's take to the glass, that there seemed to be some energy on the court, and Beeman attacks right off the bounce and gets to the rim. And that's something that, you know, Shepherd needs. They need to have up-tempo and take advantage of your athleticism against this Mansfield team.
At the line. So it wasn't a block, it was a foul. It's Whitfield. Makes one of two, or excuse me, both of them.
They're just slow on the scoreboard there.
Yeah. Beeman has it now over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin passes to Shipley. Shipley put the ball down, pass it back to McLaughlin, then back to Shipley. She'll dribble drive in, and she'll be out of bounds. So another turnover for Shepherd. As you'd think something would be coming, as about to get another player in. That's Ray Henderson, graduate student from North Dinwiddie, Virginia, gets in the ball game.
Well, normally you would call timeout, but it's 4-2. So it's like your team's not playing well offensively, but neither team is. And maybe you're going to the bench, see if that can provide a spark for the Rams.
Now a three on the way. That one from Hilton, that's no good. Rebounded, long rebound coming to McLaughlin to Beeman now. Beeman now looks to slow things down. Back to McLaughlin from three. Bingo! She's got the three. 5-4, Shepherd takes the lead here with just under 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Shepherd guarding, playing some tight defense right now, as they'll get it past the timeline, try to set things up, and now back over this time to Fulford. Fulford down low to Nutt. Nutt's turnaround jumper's no good, rebounded there by Henderson. Henderson down low to Clayton. Clayton's layup is up and no good. Rebound fought for and grabbed by Hilton. Going back the other way now is Whitfield. Whitfield now will pass it out in the corner to Reed. Her shot's no good. Rebounded there by Beeman. Beeman now take it all the way in. She'll try a jumper. That's no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Beeman on the season is a 91.3% free throw shooter, 42 out of 46. We've reached our first timeout here, so what we'll do right now is we'll step aside for a 30-second break.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Shepherd women's basketball in the lead 5-4 here against Mansfield. And the first quarter also brought to you by Smallwood & Small Insurance in Martinsburg. Your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Also, our timeouts brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or phone 304-263-4343. little slow here today, it seems, Nick.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's not much energy in the gym. Teams haven't really figured it out yet.
Beeman's first shot goes, rims all the way around and out, so she's now 41 of 47. The second one, though, straight through, so Shepherd now on top, 6-4. Playing some aggressive defense as Maddie White enters the ball game here. And they'll get a foul, looks like, or no, it'll be a turnover.
10 seconds.
10-second violation. So great job there by the Shepherd defense to force that, and definitely helping right now because it's off to a slow start. Maybe this can turn the momentum into the Lady Rams' direction and they can start pouring it on. Welcome to the audience tuned in on the PSAC Digital Network. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But we're back here as Shepherd now leads 9. Or excuse me, they're calling that a 2, so 8-4 here at the Butcher Center over Mansfield with 3:40 left in this first quarter.
Yep. Good half-court offense there by the Rams. Get a good shot from McLaughlin on the wing, and she's able to knock that down.
Second shot, or excuse me, a shot on the way on the other way is no good. Rebounded there by Henderson. Henderson will run the court. She'll look to pass. She passes to Clayton. Clayton down low. She'll spin around. She'll lay that one up and off the mark. No good. Rebounded there by Mansfield. And back out now to Hilton. Hilton now inside to Aliva Paglo. Now layup is up and good. So now the Mountaineers are back on the board. 8-6 is the score. 2:50 left in this first quarter. Shepherd offense on the go now as Jordan Smith has entered the game for Shepherd. It was not Henderson, that was Smith. As going up and getting fouled was Maddie White. She'll be at the free throw line. White on the season is 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. First shot is up, and that one's straight through. Shepherd now extends its lead to 4 at 10-6. Second one is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Perez, as they've yet to put it up on the scoreboard, Nick. Or am I wrong? Is it 9?
I believe it is 9.
It is 9.
McLaughlin had a 2-pointer.
I don't know why I thought that was 3. So it was right inside the line, but now down low there to Paglo. Paglo's shot is up and no good. Rebounded now. She's fouled. That is Perez, I believe. She'll go to the line as Mountaineers are subbing in another player. That is Chattel for Reed. Inbounded now to Paglo. It'll be a travel, so it'll be Shepherd basketball here. 2:14 left in this opening quarter. Shepherd on top, 9-6. White inbounds it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now running the offense. A little different look here now over in the corner from 3. That was Minor. It's no good. Layup coming the other direction is no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin. Now to Beeman. Beeman back running the offense. She'll pass down low to Minor. Minor tries to dribble it in, but she doesn't have the handles, and it'll be a turnover. Very low scoring affair here in the Butcher Center. In the corner to Whitfield from 3, and that one is airballed and out of play. So it'll be another turnover here with 1:24 left in this first quarter. Very slow one, as I just mentioned. Not a lot of, as you mentioned, there's not a big atmosphere in here right now.
Man, I don't know. Neither team really looks into the ball game yet completely.
Beeman has it. She gets a screen from Minor, but she'll dribble drive it in, and she'll have her shot blocked, and there'll be a turnover. A total of 15 points on the board here with 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this first quarter. And it'll be a turnover. Or no, are they calling it a... I have no clue what just happened there. Something very odd. So it is a turnover. No, it's not. It is. Or is it not? Nobody's coming to inbound the ball. They're inbounding it under the basket. Guess it was turned over right away. Now into Smith. But she'll turn that one over. Now going back the other way is Perez. Perez now to Whitfield. Whitfield guarded by Smith. She'll dribble drive in. She'll get fouled by Smith. No tempo in here, Nick, really at all.
I don't know. It's been just a weird start to the game. I don't really know what to say about it because the two teams just haven't really gotten into their rhythm.
And a layup is good there. That one by Paglow. Beeman driving back the other way. She'll try to pass it in the corner to Shipley, but that is out of bounds off of Merritt. So it'll remain Shepherd basketball. As subs come in for Shepherd. Clayton comes back in. Shot on the way from Beeman is no good. It'll be another turnover here. 39.2 seconds left in this first quarter. Shepherd with a 1-point advantage, 9-8, in a very sloppy first quarter here from the Butcher Center in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Whitfield driving all the way. She'll pass now in the corner, now over to Merritt. Merritt's three is on the way. That one is no good. Rebounded by Beeman here. 25 and counting left in this first quarter. She'll slow things down a bit. Shot clock is off. She'll take the last shot for the Lady Rams. She'll dribble drive in, be guarded, and then she'll turn it over here with 5 and counting. 4, 3, and 2. Down low to Perez. Her layup is good right before the buzzer as the Mansfield Mountaineers take a 10-9 lead here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You tune in to Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University as Mansfield holds a 10-9 lead over the Rams as we get ready to start the second quarter action on TV 10. Our second quarter is sponsored by the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm, a full-service law firm helping individuals, families, businesses with all their legal needs. They're at 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Go to suttonandjanelle.com. We'll get you the second one later here in the second quarter. Perez has it. Now passes it in the corner for 3. That one's no good. Rebound on the way. Now Whitfield has it. She'll dribble drive in. Now passing the corner to Perez. Perez pass back to Whitfield. Whitfield's shot is on the way. and it's no good, and that's out of bounds. So Shepherd will get the basketball here on a turnover as set the court for you. Myers. Mackenzie Freeze, she's running the offense now. Sydney Clayton, Megan Shipley, and Marley McLaughlin.
I'll tell you this, while this has been tough to watch as Mansfield forces another turnover, this is exactly the kind of game Mansfield needs it to be for them to have a chance to win, because they're not going to compete with a normal Shepherd performance where they're putting up 70, 75 points. That's not typical for Mansfield. So this is kind of the kind of game that they've won, even though it's not pretty. It's not really good basketball necessarily. I mean, I think like we've seen like 4 or 5 air balls in this first half.
Yeah, McLaughlin with the foul there as they'll get the charge. It just seems like the Mansfield bench has a lot of energy so far and not much for Shepherd. They are rotating in a lot of players.
Yeah, well, Mansfield's able to force a charge, and that's going to get the bench hyped, and they know that they're on the road. They got to bring their own energy to the Butcher Center, and you have a 1-point lead right now against a team that most people would probably think would dominate this game in Shepherd. So if you're Mansfield, you got to bring the aggressiveness. I don't know what's going on right now.
They're having clock issues, it appears.
Okay.
It seemed like that was happening in pregame warm-ups because it stopped with like 10.5 minutes left.
I thought we were just taking like a 15-second timeout there. Everybody get together. All right, let's play basketball. But now hopefully we have the clock fixed, and
Scuttell inbounds it for Mansfield.
These teams respond.
Now over to Whitfield. She'll jack up a 3. That one's off the mark, no good, but rebounded by Perez. Perez will pass it out to Merritt. Merritt now over to Scuttell. In down low to shot on the way there from Paglow. It's no good, but rebounded by Perez. Whitfield has it. Shot clock is running out, and a layup is on the way, no good. Rebounded by Clayton for Shepherd. Now going back the other way is Mackenzie Freeze. She'll be running the offense now to McLaughlin. McLaughlin will be fouled, and they'll get the ball right in front of the Mansfield bench. That's their first foul of the game for the Mountaineers. Freeze will bring it in. Over to Myers. Now over to McLaughlin. Back to Clayton. Clayton will dribble drive in, hesitate a little bit. She'll lay that one up and in. Sydney Clayton now puts the Rams back on top. 11-10 here with 8:16 left in the first half.
Well, that's what Shepherd needs. They need Sydney Clayton getting to the rim, especially when the shots aren't falling like they haven't been early on.
Perez from 3. That one's off the mark, but rebounded there by Paglow. Paglow's layup is up and no good, but continuing to get the rebound here. And a layup, that one goes in. So it's 12-11 now with Mansfield on top. Now over to McLaughlin from 3, and that one is sunk. Some energy as the Butcher Center comes to life from the fans in attendance. Shepherd up 14-12 now, 7:38 left in this first half. Now over to Scuttell. Down low to Whitfield. She'll lay that one up and in. So a tie ball game here at 14 all. Freeze running the offense. Not for much longer as Beeman set to come back in. Now over to Clayton. Down low to Myers. Myers' layup is up and no good, but she's fouled, so she'll go to the line. Mansfield getting 4 players, so almost a whole rotation of players coming in and out.
Looks like Mansfield only brought like 9 or maybe 10 people, 10, 12 people. But their roster is huge. I mean, they got like 15 women on the roster. Or more than 15. They got like 17 or 18. So
first shot.
Must have like Panthers squad players.
Myers is no good. $13 players here for Mansfield. Second one is good, so Shepherd on top 15-14 as more subs for Shepherd come in.
Yeah, it looked like for a second they had way less there but now that I'm looking at it, it's pretty standard size.
Well, it looks like one player is hurt and out. One sitting on the end of the bench.
Right.
They have the basketball, that being the Mountaineers. They'll get it close to past half court, but Shepherd playing great defense now. Now a layup on the way is no good. Smith with the rebound for Shepherd. She'll dribble the basketball up. She'll hand it off to Beeman. She's stuck now. She'll pass it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin tries to dribble drive it in back to Beeman. Beeman now tries to find a shot. She'll pass it over to McLaughlin from 3. That's off the mark, no good. So Shepherd remains on top. 15-14 here, 6:35 left in this first half. Handling the ball is Sydney Reed. Reed now back over to Hilton. And then her shot's no good. Rebounded and laid it up and in. So it's a 16-15 lead now for Mansfield. Beeman has it. Beeman now tries to dribble drive in, passes it to Smith. Smith stuck. She'll pass back out to Clayton. Back to Beeman. Beeman now passes it all the way to the other side to McLaughlin. McLaughlin will dribble drive in. Her layup is up and good. 17-16 now. Shepherd on top. 5:47 left here in this first half. Merritt has it for Mansfield. She'll pass over to Strope. Strope over to Hilton. That ball's turned over. Beeman has it. She's running the court the other way. 3-on-2. She'll pass it over to to Clayton. She lays that one up and in and one. She'll go to the line. So now the energy starting to pick up here in the Butcher Center. 19-16 Shepherd on top. 5:24 left in the first half.
Well, the Rams are starting to get more looks that they want. Transition offense. Whether it be Marley McLaughlin going to the rim, there's Sydney Clayton able to finish off a nice dish by Abby Beeman. So that's just better offensive execution than what we saw in that first quarter.
Clayton's and one attempt is good. So Shepherd now up to a 4-point lead, largest lead of the ball game. Strope has it. Strope will dribble drive in. She'll get stopped and then she'll travel, so it'll go back the other way. Another turnover for Mansfield. This is kind of starting, the last minute or so, be kind of what the game looks like on paper, Nick.
Yeah, this could be dangerous for Mansfield. A little bit of a run already for Shepherd. A few turnovers in a row, so depending on what happens on this possession, could be dangerous.
Smith, her jumper is no good. Rebounded there. Now Reed has it. Reed gets it past the timeline. Now over to Merritt. Merritt back to Reed. Now to Nutt. Nutt will dribble drive in, and her shot was going to be blocked by Clayton, but she ends up fouling Nutt, so Nutt at the free throw line. We'll now step aside for a 30-second break. Shepherd Rams on top, 20-16. We're back in 30 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University as the Shepherd Lady Rams are taking on the Mansfield Mountaineers and have a 20-16 advantage. And Nick, 4:43 left in this second quarter. It seems like, as you mentioned right before break, things starting to come to life a little bit.
Yeah, Shepherd got a few good looks at the rim. Jordan Smith was wide open. She just did not get down from the free throw line. And Mansfield hasn't gotten much in the half court over the last few possessions. But they're back to the free throw line here. They're still very much in the ball game at 20-16, and the game continues to at least play more in Mansfield's favor than Shepherd's. If they continue to stick around and keep it close, you never know what can happen.
Logan Nutt at the line. Her first shot rims out, goes in and out. Sophomore forward from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, standing at 5'10". Her second one does the same thing, no good. Rebounded initially by Hilton, but Beeman takes it away. Beeman runs the court. She'll pass that off to Clayton, and her shot's no good. And Beeman was looking for a foul, and the ref kind of just put his hands up like, what do you think? It's a foul?
I don't know. It looked like she dived out on her own. To me, it looked like she was diving for the basketball. I wasn't really sure.
And Beeman right there takes it away back to Smith. Smith lays it up and in. Shepherd now on top by 6, extending its lead to 22-16. 4:20 left here in the second quarter. Now, Mansfield trying to get the basketball in the offensive zone, but Beeman again rushes the pass. She'll dribble drive. She'll lay that one up and in. Shepherd now up 24-16, and this is the Shepherd Rams team we thought we were going to see, as Shepherd now with the 8-point lead. And an errant pass, but gotten for it by Hilton. Hilton now back to Reed, and they'll get a foul.
I think Sydney Clayton might have got poked in the eye.
Yeah, it looks like that, as Myers will come in. And
It's weird that they paused it, though, in the middle of the possession.
I'm not too sure.
I feel like they don't typically do that, but I guess it depends on what's going on during the possession.
Whitfield will inbound it. She inbounds it to Reed. Reed guarded by Freeze. Now inside to Nutt. Nutt's layup, turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Beeman. Down low to Smith. Smith can't handle it. Turns the ball over as Sydney Reed is right there in to grab the possession. Now over to Ladig. Ladig now to Perez. Perez now turnaround jumper. That is no good. Rebounded by Beeman. Beeman now to Myers. Myers puts the ball on the ground. Now back to Freeze in the corner from 3. That's just off the mark. Rebounded there by Fulford. Driving back the other way is Mansfield, but layup is up and no good. Smith with the rebound. She'll get bumped there by Whitfield. There's a lot of moving parts in this game, Nick, so far.
Yeah, well, the Rams are going to go pretty deep. They're going to use their bench and try to – I think they're still trying to figure out, like, their point guard position behind Beeman. So I guess more like a shooting guard because Abby's pretty much taken over as the main ball handler. But who else is going to run the backcourt with her? Whether it be Shipley or Freeze. Those players have kind of rotated in. So, and you want to try to get more out of your post play, so see how these players can come in off the bench and provide maybe a spark in this game. And I think to an extent Smith has done that. I think she's played some good minutes. But really besides her and some of the star players, Shepherd hasn't gotten much out of the bench this evening.
Smith misses the first one at the free throw line. Now 4 of 7 on the year from the charity stripe. Second one on the way off the mark, no good as well. Rebounded there by Mansfield. Now down low, Whitfield tries to pass it to Perez, but that ball is hit off the hands of a Shepherd player. And also get their second quarter sponsor in, brought to you by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule a free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. And a travel there by Fulford. So another turnovers.
And a lot of them have been turnovers not necessarily even caused by the Shepherd defense. I mean, travels are things that you should prevent for the most part, especially at this level. You know, it seems like Mansfield probably has about 3 or 4 of them.
And Shipley goes to the hoop. She lays that one up and in. 26-16 now as the Rams extend the lead to 10 after a very slow first quarter. And Mansfield down the other way. A block there by Minor. 2:11 left in this first half. As another rotation comes in, as Merritt comes in and Fulford comes out. Whitfield will inbound it to Perez. Perez at the top of the key, trying to find somewhere to go. She'll pass it to Merritt. Merritt's unable to handle the ball. Now she'll try to dribble drive in and pass it back to Whitfield. She can't handle it. She'll get the handles. Now she'll get blocked by Shipley. But then she'll get her own block back, and then she'll lay that one up and in. So the drought is over. Now 28-16. Shepherd on top, 1:45 left in this first half. And Beeman with a great layup there. 28 now to 18, 10-point lead for the Rams. 1:30 left this first half. As Perez passes it now over to Merritt. Merritt to Skatell. Skatell to Whitfield. Whitfield trying to set something up here with 10 on the shot clock. She'll get a screen there from Paglow. She'll try to dribble it in. Now back out to Skatell. Her three is in. 21 now to 28. Shepherd on top. 1:05 left in this first half. There's all of stoppage of play. Getting a foul there?
Yeah, Perez wanted a push off, but she didn't get that call. And Abby Beeman now heading to the line. Where obviously she can do damage, so.
Beeman with 7 points so far, make that 8. As the leader in points with 10 is McLaughlin. Second one is up and good, so a 9-point advantage for the Rams with 1:05 left in this first half, 30-21. Perez has it. She'll try to set up the offense now over to Skatell. Skatell looks to get a screen from Paglow and passes it over to Whitfield, then to Paglow. Paglow lays that one up and just off the mark. And they'll get a foul on Minor. Interesting foul call there. Only because Paglow was falling down by herself, it looked like, from this angle. But it will be Mansfield basketball. It's Paglow, or excuse me, not Paglow. Yeah, Paglow there. And she'll score. So it'll be 30-23. Beeman will run the court. She'll pass back out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin from 3. That is, or excuse me, Minor from 3 is no good. But it'll be Mansfield ball off the turnover here with 24 seconds left in the first half. No shot clock now, as he'll get their Minor on another foul. For the push.
Yeah, tried to jump the passing lane, but just got a hand in there and made contact. But yeah, it's still really anyone's game. Mansfield has done a good job of trying to contain Shepherd, but it's been a much better second quarter for the Rams. But right now, this is about where Mansfield would want to be, especially if they can get a basket here, but turns it over again. So can't have those turnovers in a situation where you can hold for the last shot, but you turn it over, and now you give Shepherd a chance to have a double-digit lead heading into halftime.
Yeah, 16 and a half seconds left here. Beeman gets the inbound. Shot clock is off. Beeman now will take the last shot. She'll get up to the men's three-point line. She'll dribble around. She'll shoot that one, and that one is just off the mark. And McLaughlin got the rebound, just couldn't get it up in time. And Shepherd has the 30-23 advantage at half. And step aside for a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the Mansion Ferretti halftime show start to break this one down at half. You're tuned into Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
The right attorney can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
I called Sutton and Janelle, the best lawyers you could ask for.
Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. 70 years of collective legal experience, family law, criminal defense, DUI, personal injury, and mediation.
Sutton and Janelle got the most favorable outcome I could have expected.
Visit Sutton and Janelle's new historic location, 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Online at suttonandjanelle.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. They value your rights and are passionate about your success.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Erie Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Spencer Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Donald Kenny on camera. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. You'll hear from him in a few moments. But we're now in the halftime show brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Shepherd has a 30-24 lead over Mansfield at the half after a very, very weird first half and really weird first quarter, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, second quarter was much better between these two teams. Started to kind of get into the flow of the game a little bit. I think Shepherd did some good things, forcing some turnovers, getting in transition. But really, the game is still within reach for Mansfield, and it's in a situation where 30 points, we talked about it, 60 or 50s, 60s would be manageable for this Mountaineers team based on their numbers, based on what they average on the year, for them to keep it close and have an opportunity to win. So I think the second half adjustments for both teams will be really important, and how they come out to start the second half and how do you try to get the offense going a little bit. I think Marley McLaughlin had a pretty good first half, putting up 10 points. Abby Beeman did some good things as well, but it didn't come until late in that second quarter. So if she can pick up her momentum from the end of the first half, Shepherd will be fine. But again, Mansfield is very much in this game. And the game is kind of playing to how they want it to play.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is accurate. We'll have to talk to Mr. Ransom over there. According to the sidearm stats, it is 30-24, not 30-23. So we'll get some clarification on that. We'll get some clarification on that before when we send it off to Colin. But let's kind of break down this first half scoring-wise a little bit. Look at some stats first for Mansfield. I don't even know how accurate these stats are, Nick. Oh, they are a little bit accurate. 6 points for Whitfield leading the way, and then off the bench, Skatel with 6. 4 points for Paglow, and then four players have 2 points each. That is Merritt, Hilton, Perez, and Strope. And obviously coming in, Hilton was the leader for this team at 11.9 points a game, and then Whitfield had 9.8, and Whitfield now leading the way with 6. But Hilton not kind of doing what we anticipated she would do.
Yeah, she knocked down that early jumper to go up 2-0, but we haven't seen a ton of great basketball from her. I think Shepard's doing a good job of trying to trap when she gets the ball down low, because they do know that she is their most efficient offensive player. So the Rams are trying to take her away and contain her, and so far they've done that for the most part. So, Whitfield stepped up a little bit. Puglo's had a couple good looks at the rim, but they haven't gone down. Other than that, though, Mansfield just has been very sloppy offensively. Turnovers really hurting them, especially turnovers that you can prevent, like travels and offensive fouls, stuff like that, where Shepherd didn't really necessarily even do anything. You just turn the ball over because you made a mental error. So if Mansfield wants to have a chance to win, they got to eliminate those mental errors. But right in this game, despite probably most people thinking it would be at least double-digit lead for Shepherd at this point, based on how these two teams have played and how Shepherd's played, especially against some of these teams in the PSAC.
Yeah, definitely. Now let's turn over to Shepherd, look at some stats. McLaughlin leading the way with 10, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Beeman with 9, 3 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe with 2 steals and 5 boards, leading the way in the rebounds category. And then with 5 points, Clayton, she has 3 boards, 2 points for Shipley, 1 point for Myers, 2 points for Smith off the bench, 1 point for Maddie White off the bench. A lot of players getting in to the contest. Freeze, Turner, Carr, and Minor all without points, but Shepherd going really deep today.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Abby Beeman and Sydney Clayton fresh, along with Marley McLaughlin. So they've been rotating in some different players, and while those players haven't scored a lot, I think Smith gave them a good few minutes on defense and was able to do some good things. Abby Beeman, toward the end of that half, when she was able to get out in transition and get to the basket and either get fouled or finish the layup, that really helped spark Shepherd. But it started with Marley McLaughlin knocking down some big jumpers in that second quarter, which once they started to see the ball go through the basket, Shepherd was able to build a little bit more confidence and play much better second quarter than first quarter. So it'll be an interesting second half, see how these two teams adjust. I think if Mansfield were to give Shepherd a different look defensively, that could help slow it down and at least get them back into this ball game a little bit more than it already is. Only 2-3 possession ball game here at the half. And then for Shepherd, just continue to try to push the pace and get up tempo, because if you can do that, it seems like there's a clear advantage for the Rams in transition.
Yeah, definitely. And Shepherd on top 30-23, we're going to call it according to the scoreboard here in the Butcher Center. And about 7:30 left on the halftime. Clock, what we'll do right now is we'll step aside for a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from Colin McLaughlin back in the TV10 studios in Martinsburg with a halftime scoreboard update. And then we'll bring it back here to start the second half. You're tuned into Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV10.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move. mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. Welcome into the home helpers of Martinsburg and One Halftime Scoreboard Show. Colin McLaughlin here for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. As the halftime show brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000 at the half. We're going with the score of Shepherd 30, Mansfield 23. And let's look some other Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference scores, as at the half it is Westchester leading East Stroudsburg 36-21. In the third quarter now with 6:35 to go, it is Bloomsburg leading Clarion 45-36. Edinburgh leads Seton Hill at the half 40-31. IUP leads Pitt Johnstown at the half as well. That score is 31-25. Also at the half, it is Lock Haven leading Millersville by 4, 26-22 is the score in that one. And the other game, the final one for women's basketball in the PSAC going on right now. At the half, it is 29-22. Gannon leads Cal U. Again, the men's games will go on after this. You'll hear from me again at the halftime of the men's game. But now we're going to take a 2-minute break and send it back to Nick and Spencer for the second half, where Shepherd leads Mansfield 30-23. This has been the And One Halftime Scoreboard Show. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
The right attorney can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
I called Sutton and Janelle, the best lawyers you could ask for.
Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. 70 years of collective legal experience. Family law, criminal defense, DUI, personal injury, and mediation.
Sutton and Janelle got the most favorable outcome I could have expected.
Visit Sutton and Janelle's new historic location, 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Online at suttonandjanelle.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. They value your rights and are passionate about your success.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Erie Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Spencer Buinick, Verzolini, Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. You just heard from him. Good job, Colin, on that scoreboard update. Donald Kinney running camera for us here with Shepherd on top, 30-23. We're going to call it here a minute 12 before we get started here in the second half, Nick. Obviously a slow getting going game. Really no rhythm in that first quarter. In that second quarter, started to see some rhythm. And obviously Shepherd able to do a lot in that second quarter and go up by 7 here.
You got the ball in transition a little bit more. Abby Beeman was forcing turnovers. She was doing a good job in the passing lane. So if she can continue to be aggressive, this team, even if Beeman's not having a great shooting night, they go based off of her. She sets the tempo. She sets the tone for the ball game. So she had a pretty solid first half in terms of points, 9 points. She also, though, was creating a lot of turnovers and getting the momentum going. So they'll have to continue that in the second half.
Yeah, they will here as we get ready to start the third quarter on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, as well as the PSAC Digital Network. Thanks for sticking with us. We got those technical difficulties out of the way, so we are streaming on the PSAC Digital Network. We'll get you the third quarter sponsors here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. And by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer, 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. Go to Orsinis.com. So we get started here in the third quarter. Beeman with possession for Shepherd. She'll get a screen from Shipley. Beeman down low to Clayton. She has to pick up her dribble. Her shot, though, turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded there by Mansfield. That is Merritt with the ball. She'll set up the offense, guarded by Beeman. She'll hand that off to Whitfield. She'll push off. Are they going to call that on Clayton?
Yeah, I believe Sydney kind of got in her way, so therefore that would be on her. It looked like Whitfield was trying to create space, but Clayton kind of cut her off from getting to the basket, so she didn't really extend that arm, and that's why you're going to see a defensive foul.
Dribble driving in is Hilton. Her shot is up and good, 25-30 now. Shepherd on top. They have fixed the scoring here on sidearm stats, so that is correct. A reverse layup attempted by McLaughlin. That is no good, so a turnover by Shepherd. Now Mansfield out to a strong start here. 3 on the way, but rebounded there by Hilton. Now over to Reed. Reed attempted to go down low, but it's taken away by Beeman. Beeman will get to the three-point line and she'll stop, turn around, take a shot. That shot is no good. Rebound fought for and grabbed by Nutt.
Don't love that shot for Abby Beeman. It looked like the Rams had some numbers there. I feel like she could have got to the rim instead of settling for that jumper.
McLaughlin hits it out of the hands of Reed, but able to get the ball back. Whitfield has it. She'll get a screen there from Nutt. Pass it to Nutt. Nutt's layup is up and no good. Clayton tried to get the rebound. Unfortunately, it went off her hands and out of bounds. As Maddie White will come in here. Excuse me. That is Kara Minor.
That's one you'd like to see.
Saw the 3 and thought it was her.
Well, that's one that you'd like to see Sydney Clayton secure underneath. It was good help defense, but then she didn't secure the basketball.
Whitfield's jumper from the free throw line is good. So now 27-30. Just a 3-point advantage for Shepherd as Mansfield's come out strong so far here in this second half. As McLaughlin will dribble drive in, score the field goal, and she'll go to the line. McLaughlin now up to, I think, 12 points for Shepherd, going for her 13th here.
And she's been good tonight. She's kind of been the spark for Shepherd, and it's been a little bit surprising on how she's gotten her points. A lot of drives to the rim. Most of the games we've seen, Marley McLaughlin's been pretty much just a spot-up shooter for this team, but she's getting to the rim and now converting in the end zone.
33-27 now the score. Shepherd on top by 6 to that 3-point play by McLaughlin. And falling down is Hilton. It'll be a jump ball, but I guess
Mansfield got a timeout.
Mansfield got a timeout in time, so we'll take will take the timeout with them. You're tuned into Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. You're tuned into Shepherd Women's Basketball action on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, as well as the PSAC Digital Network. Spencer Dupuy, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Donald Kenny on camera. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio here as Shepherd has a 6-point lead over Mansfield, 33-27, 7:53 left in this third quarter. And Mansfield's come out kind of hot so far.
A little bit. They had some good possessions. It was a good job by them to get that timeout while the ball was kind of rolling out around on the floor. But it's going to be important to get Hilton going. She's their scorer. Upper Marlboro, Maryland product. So they got good basketball in both men's and women's over the years.
Merritt has it. Merritt will pass it over to Hilton. Hilton trying to find somebody. She'll end up turning around to dribble drive it in. And that shot is on the way, no good. Beeman's got it. Beeman now up ahead to Shipley. Shipley tries to lay it up and in, but she'll travel. Looked like she got fouled, but she took an extra step before she
never
got
put
fouled.
the ball on the floor. So, yeah, it was a travel there. And Hilton taking a tough shot. Hannah Myers with good defensive position. And that's kind of been Hilton's shot. Like, she knocked it down. Her first shot of the game was that tough, little baseline fadeaway. But, with a defender right in your face, it's going to be tough to knock that one down consistently.
Whitfield has it at the top of the key. She'll pass it over to Merritt. Beeman kind of gets her hand on it, but now dribble driving down in the lane. Back to Whitfield now. Her layup is up in, off the mark, no good. Hilton has it back on out to Skatell. Her three is on the way, and that's good. 33-30 now the score. 7:11 left here in this third quarter. Great offensive rebound there by Hilton to put it back out now for that three. And Beeman at the top of the key, or just out at the volleyball line here. Now over to McLaughlin. Her jumper's on the way, and that's through. Marley McLaughlin, the leader for Shepherd so far today, now with 15 points to lead the Rams, and they're on top 35-30. Running the offense is Mansfield. They'll put it back out to Merritt. Now over to Skatell. Skatell down low to Nutt. Nutt's layup is off the mark, no good. Her reverse layup's off the mark, no good. And that's points there for Hilton.
Yeah, great job by her to stick with that. Kind of a weird possession, but Hilton stuck with it and then put it back up and in.
I have a foul on the other end.
Spencer's a three-point game. And again, Mansfield is continuing to find a way to keep the offense, keep it down in their kind of basketball game.
Got a kick ball here. Beeman will inbound it for Shepherd. Got both Shipley and Myers on the outside. Now into McLaughlin at the top of the key. She'll dribble drive, pass over to Minor. Minor tried to find Myers, but pass off the mark and turnover here for Shepherd.
Yeah, miscommunication there. Hannah Myers trying to cut to the rim.
Shepherd now at 12 turnovers.
Minor thought she was going to stay on the perimeter and threw an errant pass.
Getting it past half court is Mansfield. Now over to Cattell, into Paglow, Back out to Whitfield from three. That one is good. We've got a tie ball game here in the Butcher Center. Or no, they're calling that a 2. 35-34, looked close to a 3. I guess I was wrong there. 5:40 left here in this third quarter. Down low to Shipley. Her layup is up and good. Score the field goal. She'll go to the line for an and one attempt.
Good stuff there from Shipley, but Whitfield and a few of these players on Mansfield now. Whitfield getting going a little bit. Skatell has shown the ability to knock down some shots. I thought initially that was a three as well, but it is kind of hard to tell with these three lines. So I think she might have been, her foot might have been on the line of the women's line there.
And one is good. Shepherd now up 4, 38-34.
Press here from the Rams. They've been doing that. Hasn't really bothered Mansfield too much in the second half compared to the first half.
Shipley now with 5.
And that's been big because when Shepherd kind of went on their scoring run, it was a result of Mansfield not being patient, but now they're being patient, getting into their offense. We only have 7 on the shot clock here, but it's a pretty good possession.
Hilton 3. That one's through. Are they calling that a 3? No, they're calling it a 2. Again, I'm getting screwed up by this line from our point of view. So only a 2. 38-36. Hilton with the 2-pointer. Down low to Clayton. Clayton's layup is off the glass and in. Shepherd now up 40-36. Down low now to Paglow. Paglow's layup is off the backboard. And then Whitfield's shot is straight over the backboard. Rebounded by Smith. Now over to Beeman. Beeman now will pass over to, looked like she was going to pass to McLaughlin, but now it's to Clayton down low. Her turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded there by Paglow.
Well, if you're Mansfield, you got to get it to your shooters on that last possession. Hilton's starting to heat up a little bit. Whitfield's been playing well. Here's a wide open jumper.
That one's no good, but rebounded by Hilton. Back out now to Whitfield. Her 3 is on the way. That one hits the front of the net and goes down. Rebounded there by Maddie White. Now over to Beeman. Pass down low to Clayton. But now out to Beeman. Beeman's jumper is good. Shepherd now up 6, 42-36. 3:49 left here in the third quarter. Beeman now on a scoring spree here, now up into double digits.
We've seen Abby Beeman, pull up and take a three-pointer in that situation, but I liked what she did there. Head fake, get a little floater in the lane, which is a much easier shot.
Now, free ball for a second, but Whitfield picks up a 3 on the way there. That one's no good. Rebounded there by Merritt. Merritt now to Hilton. Hilton now over to Skatell. That's who had the three-point attempt. Now Merritt's three-point attempt is off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Clayton, the reigning PSAC East Defensive Player of the Week. Now Beeman, she'll lay that one up and off. Didn't get the hometown roll. Merritt has it. It's guarded by Beeman. She'll try to find somebody to pass it to. She'll pass it to Hilton down low. Her jumper is up and good. It's a 42-38. 2:42 left in this third quarter. This game playing a lot closer than Nick and I initially thought going into the ball game. As very interesting, slow first quarter, but now a jumper there from McLaughlin. McLaughlin leading the way for Shepherd.
Yeah, this is Marley McLaughlin's game right now. I mean, she's
17.
Good in all three phases of the offensive end, whether it be driving to the basket, mid-ranges, and three-pointers.
We'll get a travel call there on Paglow as she'll turn that over. And we got full-on, almost hockey line changes here.
Yeah, besides Hilton, she's staying in because she's been hot.
Well, we've got a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10.
The right attorney can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
I called Sutton & Janelle, the best lawyers you could ask for.
Sutton & Janelle Attorneys at Law. 70 years of collective legal experience. Family law, criminal defense, DUI, personal injury, and mediation.
Sutton and Janelle got the most favorable outcome I could have expected.
Visit Sutton and Janelle's new historic location, 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Online at suttonandjanelle.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. They value your rights and are passionate about your success.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Spencer Puig, Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Donald Kinney on camera. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Shepherd on top, 38-44 here. 2:13 left in this third quarter. And Nick, obviously, this third quarter, a lot different than that first half.
This has been the best part of the game so far. The two teams are playing pretty good ball on both ends. I think both teams are, for the most part, getting good looks at the rim, getting good shots. I like what Hilton's been able to do, but she's going to the bench, so that's a little bit interesting here. I mean, she is your go-to player. You hope you can keep the deficit close for these final 2 minutes of the third quarter, then probably have Hilton play the whole fourth is what I'm thinking is the strategy here, because you're going to need her to have a chance. But it is interesting that they pretty much go to a whole different lineup to end this third quarter. Usually you like to keep one or two starters out there.
Clayton now over to Shipley. Shipley trying to find some offense. She'll dribble it out, pass it over to Smith.
Shepherd doing pretty much the same thing. Only
Shipley
Sydney Clayton out there.
In the corner from three is no good. Maddie White fighting for the rebound. She'll get her hand on the ball as we got kind of just everybody falling down. Beeman, though, great defense. She kind of hit the ball away, and then Perez kind of, I think it would have been Mansfield basketball if Perez didn't go after it.
Yeah, I think, it would have been. Beeman tipped it, so Perez didn't have to chase that ball down, but she elected to for whatever reason, and that results in Shepherd basketball.
Now Beeman has it. She'll try to find somebody. She picks up her dribble. She'll pass it over to Smith. Smith will dribble drive in. She'll lay that one in off the glass. No good. Maddie White there for the rebound. She'll try and lay that one up. She'll get fouled, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, Smith hasn't been able to get these shots to go, but I like her game. I mean, she's got good length to her. Can get to the rim. Has good quickness off the bounce. Just hasn't quite, figured it all out yet.
Yes, her 11th game so far this season.
But you can tell there's some potential there for her to be, a player off the bench in the Sydney Clayton backup role and do a lot of the same things.
First one on the way is good from White. And a player like Smith in 2019-2020, she started 27 games. So they have that depth there with starters. The second one is good, 46-38, the score, 1:12 left in this third quarter. So Smith hasn't started a game yet, played in now 11 out of the 15 games, 11 out of the 16 now if you're counting today. 15 if you're counting today. But when you got a starter that's coming off the bench now, that's pretty good. And a travel there, so another turnover. Both teams now with 12 turnovers, or I guess now Mansfield's got 13 turnovers. Beeman has it. She'll try to dribble drive in. She'll get it to Clayton. Back to over to Smith. Now back to Beeman. Beeman will pass it over to White in the corner. White will put the ball on the ground and pass it to Clayton, and Clayton will travel. She just picked up her foot there.
Yeah, well, she kind of dragged her back foot. Might have been expecting a foul from Hilton, but Hilton never really made contact.
About a 3-second difference between shot and game clock here. And it'll be a turnover after Hilton has it, and it bounces out of bounds. So shot clock is off. 22.9 left in the third quarter as Smith will come out, and McLaughlin, the team's leading scorer today, will come back in. McLaughlin with 17 on the day. White will inbound it to Beeman. Shepherd will likely use the rest of this quarter before throwing up a shot. Beeman gets past the timeline. Try to find somebody. Should have tried to throw an alley-oop attempt pass kind of thing to Clayton, but both players not on the same page there.
Well, Clayton got double teamed, so it was going to be tough to get that pass through.
3, 2, and 1. A buzzer beater attempt. That one is off the iron, no good. Shepherd with an 8-point lead, 46-38 as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a minute. You're tuned in to Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10.
Hi, this is Talk Radio WRNR and TV10's Rob Mario. My family first stayed at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake in Maryland several summers ago, and we've gone back every summer since. La Bella Vita is owned by Martinsburg residents who've meticulously decorated and furnished this amazing mountaintop vacation home with breathtaking lake views that is only 2 hours away, featuring 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a fireplace, a large family room with an 85-inch TV, a hot tub, and multiple decks. There's lots more of the La Bella Vita experience to enjoy, including Deep Creek Lake itself, a 3,900-acre lake with 69 miles of shoreline. It's a great combination, and it's waiting for you. So take it from somebody who's been there multiple times. You are going to love staying at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake. For more information, visit the Facebook page or contact Tailor Made Deep Creek Vacations and Sales or call 301-750-2182.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Shepherd Lady Rams have a 46-38 lead over the Mansfield Mountaineers. Leading the way is Marley McLaughlin, 7 for 12 from the field with 17 points. Beeman in double figures with 11. As Mansfield has the ball, it'll be That was Strope. Now a foul called on Shepherd here.
Yeah, excellent pass by Sydney Reed. Down low to Hilton. Nice little bounce pass. Get it to Hilton, who's been your best player all season, and she's able to get positioning on Clayton and force the foul.
That's Clayton's third foul. First shot on the way from Hilton is good. So that cars in to the deficit now, 46-39. Second one on the way, and that one is straight through as well. So now just a 6-point ball game. White will inbound it to Beeman, being guarded there by Strope on a double team with Perez. That gets it to McLaughlin, who gets it past half court over to Beeman. Beeman now looking to set up the offense. 18 on the shot clock here. 9:35 left in this contest. Now over to McLaughlin. Will be a foul called on, looks like Fulford. That's her fourth foul. She'll come out along with Strope. Beeman will inbound it to Clayton. Clayton will hand it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now over to Shipley, over to White. Somehow White traveled. So it'll be Mansfield basketball.
Yep. Again, we see, just not putting the ball on the floor before you move. Seen that from both teams a lot tonight.
An off the ball foul here? Or is that on?
I think Maddie White picked it up there. I think she bumped her.
It's on White. It's her second foul. I want in there to Whitfield. Whitfield down to Hilton. She gets fouled by Clayton. That's Clayton's fourth foul. I wonder if she's going to come out of the ball game now.
I think she's going to probably have to.
She'll come out. No, that's not right away as Myers comes in.
Well, now they're going to get her.
White.
It's the fourth one.
And then Minor comes in there for Clayton.
So that's not good because really besides Clayton, I don't think anybody can guard Jasmine Hilton. And she's already proven that she's been tough for Clayton to guard, especially in the second half.
First one is up and no good.
So somebody's going to have to step up here, whether it be Minor or McLaughlin, maybe even Hannah Myers because of her defensive abilities.
Second one is good, 46-41 now the score. Shepherd on top by 5. Beeman gets it past half court. She'll look to set up the offense here. Now passes it over to Myers. Myers to McLaughlin at the top of the key. As players move around, passes it to Beeman. Beeman looking for somebody. She finds Minor. Minor back to Beeman. She'll get the screen, but doesn't do much off of it. And a three-pointer on the way from Beeman is no good. And Myers tried to run it down, and she ends up kicking it out of bounds. So another turnover for Shepherd.
An opportunity for Mansfield now, just down by 5, 8.5 minutes to go. Right in this ball game, right the kind of game that they wanted, low scoring. They've executed their game plan for the most part.
Whitfield's three is on the way. That one is off the mark, no good, and they'll get a foul call.
Got a decent look, but just not a great shot from Whitfield. But I believe, Mansfield will keep possession, so they have another opportunity to get back to a one
Kara
possession.
Miner, that's her third.
Rams are picking up a lot of fouls, and Coach mentioned that in the pregame. She mentioned that they need to stop fouling so much. But Hilton now drawing an offensive foul, or committing an offensive foul.
And that was on Hilton. So now Beeman has it. She'll dribble drive in, and she'll get fouled going up for the layup, so she'll shoot two.
Well, that was a weird way for Abby Beeman to get to the rim. Ball just kind of rolling on the floor. She picks it up and gets fouled and almost gets to the layup to go. Would have been quite the play if she could finish.
Beeman's first shot is up and straight through. 47-41 now. Shepherd on top. Fourth quarter brought to you on TV 10 by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations. Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson, proudly serving the area since 1880. She gets a second one to go, 48-41 as Shepherd on top. Also brought to you on TV 10 by Ollie's VIP Northside, the best local spot to catch sports or hang out with friends. Stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP, we'll see you for the game. As Mansfield has it. That is Reed. Reed now down low to Paglow. That's no good. Rebounded by Shipley. Shipley hands it off to Beeman, and they'll get a foul on Perez. That's her third.
Yeah, one more for either team, and we'll see 1-1. Still 7:42 to go in this game. A lot of time left.
Beeman gets the inbound. She'll pass three defenders. She'll go up, pass it to Shipley. Shipley off the glass and in. Shepherd up 50-41 here. 7:33 left in the ball game.
2-on-1 fast break. Abby Beeman makes the right decision to trust her teammate, and she was able to finish.
That is Reed. Reed now into Paglow. Back out now to Whitfield. In the corner to Reed. Her three is off the mark, no good. Hit Shipley kind of right square in the hands and bounced off her hands.
Yeah, too much chucking for Mansfield right now. We're doing a better job when they were getting it inside, settling for three-pointers. You're not a great three-point shooting team. Shepherd will live with that all day. I mean, they
shot clock
like
down
24%.
to 2-1, and trying to get it off the glass. What are they talking about here, Nick? Well, it didn't go off I guess it went off the glass.
Didn't go off the rim, so it should be a shot clock violation.
But they were pointing Mansfield ball. And now the referee's talking to head coach Jenna Echelberry.
Not really certain what happened there, if I'm being honest. I saw him, unless the shot clock might not have reset.
Like it should have. Maybe that
after the ball went out of bounds.
Maybe that was the key there.
It's the only thing I can really think of.
Reed has it now down low to Paglow. Her shot's blocked. She gets that one back. Now driving in is Reed. Her layup's no good. Coming in to fix things is Merritt. So now 50-43 now. 6:39 left. Beeman trying to run the fast break here. She'll get stuck and it'll be a jump ball. Or no, she'll get fouled.
Didn't really make contact with the ball there. So, again, like we said, 1-1 now from here on out for both teams on any foul. Coach Echelberry not calling a timeout, but getting her players to the sideline because they don't really need the rebound here, or at least on this they have confidence that Abby's going to make it, first of all. And then if they do miss, though, I mean, they're all kind of standing in the same position.
First one is up and through, 51-43. An 8-point lead for the Rams. Yeah, sending nobody to rebound there. Very confident in Beeman, and it worked out. Shepherd now on top by 9.
If you missed that first one, I mean, you would have 4 other players standing on the side of the court where the bench was.
Beeman now up to 15.
When you're 91%, got confidence.
It looks like Myers injured herself. But she's sticking in the ball game as a layup there. Or excuse me, turnover. Almost another turnover. McLaughlin's going to get the foul as she ran in there to Reed.
I believe it was Shipley who was able to convert that layup. Send this Rams lead out to 11. Mansfield has just gone completely cold.
It was McLaughlin, I guess.
Okay.
She's up to 19.
Both of them were on that fast break and couldn't quite see because I was looking at Myers, and it's because I saw that she was limping a little bit.
First one there is good. 54-44 now is the score. Sydney Reed now her first point of the game. Second one is straight through. 54-55, now a 9-point game again. 6:08 left. More changes for Mansfield as Hilton comes back in the ball game. Beeman has it at the top of the key. She'll dribble drive in. Pass in the corner to Shipley. Spot up 3. That one's off the mark. No good. Myers gets the rebound. Now back out there to Beeman. Beeman now picks up her dribble down low to Shipley. Shipley lays that one up and in. Shepherd up 56-45.
Yeah, Shipley giving the Rams some good minutes in the last few possessions, getting some layups underneath.
Shot on the way, no good. Rebounded there by Beeman coming out of that scrum with it. She'll pass it now to Myers. Myers' layup is good. Shepherd now up 13 off of a 4-0 run here. 58-45. 5:20 left. 3 on the way from Reed. That's no good. Beeman secures the rebound. Now going back the other way.
And again, Beeman in transition, executing the right play at the right time and relying on her teammates too, which is something that's really, I think, an underrated part of her game, is how much she trusts in her teammates and how often they convert for her.
Shipley now with 9 after that layup. Going to the line, though, here is Beeman. Looking to add more on top of her 15 today. That one is straight through, so Shepherd now up to 60 points, or 59 points, excuse me.
You're confident that Beeman's going to make this free throw?
Broadcaster's jinx right there, Nick. Broadcaster's jinx, 59-45, 5 minutes left here in this ball game.
You started it, I just continued it.
Whitfield has it, guarded by Shipley. Now over there to Gattell. Now out a 3 from Merritt's no good. Rebounded the other way. Now down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin will lay that one up off the rim, or off the backboard, and no good. Now another turnover for Shepherd, going back the other way. 14-point ball game as Mansfield tried to carve into this deficit, but couldn't do so. Myers with the rebound on the failed layup attempt. Beeman now tried to get it to Shipley. Shipley wound up getting the ball, but timeout by head coach Echelberry here. 4:18 left in the ball game. Shepherd up 59-45. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Denise Jackson Smith.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Shepherd on top 14, 59-45 here. 4:18 left in the ball game. Leading the way for Shepherd with 19 points is Marley McLaughlin, 8 of 14 shooting. Beeman with 16 points herself. And then two girls just outside of the double figures mark with, or well, I guess one with 9, that being Shipley, and Clayton with 7. As Shepherd will have the basketball here, Beeman will inbound it. That buzzer is very loud, Nick.
Yeah, you got to let everybody know that we're returning the action.
Inbound to McLaughlin. She'll put up a jumper. That's no good. Rebounded there by Nutt. Fulford going back the other way. Now over to Ledig. Back to Whitfield. She wanted to pop the 3, decided not to. Now over to Fulford. She'll lay that dribble drive that one up and laid up and no good. Rebounded there by Minor. Minor to Beeman. Down to Shipley. Shipley lays that one up and in. Now in double figures with 11 points. The freshman out of Maryland.
And she's been great, especially in the fourth quarter.
She'll catch the foul there, though, Nick, playing very aggressive on defense.
I want to say that 6 of those 11 points have came this quarter for Shipley, all in transition. So she's been doing some good things, whether it be off guard of Abby Beeman or getting her own shot. Some good drives, and that was something Shepherd needs. They need a 4th, 5th scorer to step up on this team and try to be consistent. Probably 7, 8 points a game would be really nice for this offense.
61-46 now the score. 3:37 left in the ball game, and now Beeman. I'll discuss this here later. Beeman has it. Dribble drives all the way down. She lays that one up and in. Now up to 18 points on the day, right behind McLaughlin. This thing's kind of going fast here. 3:23 left in the contest. Now we're to Fulford. She'll put up a jumper right in front of the free throw line. No good. Beeman rebounds it. Now to Shipley. A collision down low. They're calling it a charge.
A little bit of a player control foul, and hopefully everybody's okay. It looked like Shipley might have made contact. She's
Perez.
Yeah, she's kind of holding on to her head, though, and Perez was, I don't know if they butted heads or what exactly happened, but both players were in some pain. Shipley came to her feet quickly, but Perez still down on the floor.
Yeah, and what I wanted to mention before is, when we first had these early games in this season, and really, it was right before that first game that we had Coach Echelberry on the show, and, we asked her, we're like, you've got Shipley starting as a freshman, having played no basketball in college. Well, didn't even think about it, but Maryland had canceled their last season in basketball, high school-wise, so she hadn't played since her junior year in high school.
Yeah. And
so, for her development so far, now in double digits so far today, it just kind of shows how far she's come in her freshman year. And, you gotta hand kind of that to head coach Echelberry for keeping her in the starting lineup all year, because she's doing things not necessarily scoring, but helping the team out in many ways, and now kind of finally getting her due.
Well, yeah, anytime you take a year away from the game, obviously it wasn't a choice for her to sit out last year, but she didn't get to play last season, so she really didn't get to get that game action. So, it's tough to come back and be productive right away. But as the year's gone on, she's had her moments where she's had some real bright spots, and tonight, especially later in this game, she's been really good down the stretch. So just a good performance, and this fourth quarter is where Shepherd's just pulled away and seemed to have taken control of this ball game.
Yeah, and back to Shipley again for a second. She came in starting all 15 games, but only averaging 4.1 points per game. So obviously now up to double digits with 11. Obviously it kind of shows that's what I was talking about.
You've just made the free throw, so give her 12 now on the evening.
13. So now 3 Shepherd players three Shepherd players in double digits. McLaughlin 19, Beeman 16, and 13 for the freshman Shipley out of Middletown, Maryland. Mansfield has it. A three on the way is no good. That three came from Reed. Rebounding is Myers. Myers will get the ball. She'll hand it off to Minor. Now to Freeze is in the ball game. Now over to Angelina DeLazio. Three on the way from Freeze is no good. It's got a 64-46 ball game here in the Butcher Center. 2:38 left in the game as Shepherd bringing out a lot of its players, bringing in a lot of subs. Foul call here. One on Minor, that's her fourth. Coming in are the subs here. Some more subs. Well, I guess Minor stays in the game. Coming in is Sydney Bolus, the Elkview, West Virginia native, freshman out of Charleston Catholic. 64-47, free throw now on the way. That one's no good. Rebounded there by DeLorenzo. Leigh Lorenzo runs the court. She'll pass it over now to Smith. Smith will dribble, drive in. She'll pick up a jumper, and that one is good. Jordan Smith now with 4 points on the day. Shepherd up 66-47 with 2:12 left in the ball game. Shepherd pulling away in this fourth quarter, Nick.
Yeah, that was one of the better moves and shots we've really seen in the game, and Smith able to knock that down, and yeah, it's pretty much all Rams at this point.
Nutt with the jumper, 66-49. Lorenzo has it over to Smith. Now De Lorenzo, and she'll get fouled. As Minor comes out and White comes in, as we've got an all-reserve team on the court here for Shepherd, up 66-49, 1:41 left in the ball game. And it's kind of crazy to think we got to this point after the first quarter we had, Nick.
Yeah, really the majority of the game. I mean, 3 minutes or about 3 quarters and about 4 minutes into this fourth quarter, this game is pretty tight. But Shepherd has locked it up on the defensive end, got some real good transition baskets, and that's been the key to this dominating second half.
De Lorenzo makes one of two, 67-49 the score. 1:35 left in the contest. Three on the way from Scattell is no good, but it'll remain with Mansfield. Inbounded. And Jordan Smith gets her hand on it, so it'll remain Mansfield basketball. Inbounded now to Fulford. Now back to Scattell. Now over to Clark. Clark now back to Scattell. Scattell now passes it over to Ledig. Her three is off the mark, no good. Rebounded there by Bolus. Jordan Smith has it. Jordan Smith now under a minute left here in this contest. Over to Freeze. Freeze now picks it up. And a three on the way from De Lorenzo. That shot's no good. Maddie White grabs the rebound and she gets fouled. Going up for the putback, so she'll head to the line.
This bench unit for Shepherd doing a lot better than some of these players that got to play in the first half did earlier.
First shot on the way from White is good. Second shot on the way, good as well. White now with 6 points on the day. Inbound, and White tries to pick the ball off, and it'll end up going off of Bolus. It'll be out of bounds. So it'll be Mansfield basketball. 39.8 seconds left in this contest. We'll have the men's game for you here after we conclude this ball game here, after they warm up. So now 35 and counting left in this ball game. Clark has it. Turnover. Smith has it. Running the court. She'll lay that one up. Off the glass and in. Jordan Smith now, 71-49. Under 23 left in the contest. A three on the way from Clark. That one goes through. 71-52. 21 left in the contest as Freeze will just dribble the ball out. She'll pass over to Smith. Smith will now just dribble it out. 14 and 13 and 12. Back to De Lorenzo now. Over to Bolus. Bolus now will dribble drive in. Back to Freeze. Freeze now puts the ball on the ground. Will dribble the basketball out. And Shepherd on its way now fully. We'll get the 71-52 win here over Mansfield. Shepherd improves to 7-3 in the PSAC and 13-3 overall with the 71-52 win as Mansfield falls to 5-10 and 4-7 in the PSAC. Nick, obviously just quick initial thoughts. We'll delve into the post game here momentarily.
Just a good second half for the Rams. A good way to finish this ball game after really not playing well, especially in that first quarter. From the first quarter on, it was solid basketball for Shepherd, and it got better as the game went along. I think each quarter after the first, they just played a better and ended up playing their best quarter in the final fourth, and that was what allowed them to pull away and get this win over Mansfield.
All right, that does it for the game broadcast portion of the game. We'll be back in 2 minutes as we start the post-game show. You're tuning in to Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10. They get the win 71-52.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisk. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
Up here before we get to the pregame show for the men's action as Shepherd women win 71-56. We're now in the postgame show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. And Nick, obviously slow start, but Shepherd gets the win in this ball game and puts 3 in double figures. 16 for Beeman, 19 for McLaughlin, and 13 for Shipley. Obviously a good day.
Yeah, and I think Shipley stepping up, and a few other players. I thought Jordan Smith played really well, even though she didn't make a ton of shots. You could tell that some of her abilities to get to the rim and her ball handling and stuff could be something that once she gets a little bit more comfortable, because only playing now what is her, I believe, 12th game of the season, and once she gets a little bit more comfortable, she might be able to build a bigger role for herself. But in terms of people that played well tonight, Shipley did a lot of good things as a starter for them. Obviously, Marley McLaughlin got it going and really set the tone. And Abby Beeman, once she got out in transition and was able to push offensively, it makes the Shepherd team so tough to stop because she's so good with the ball in her hands, especially on the fast break.
Yeah, definitely. And just some other numbers here. 5 rebounds for Beeman, 5 assists, 2 steals to go along with those 16 points I mentioned. Myers with 3 boards, 2 assists. Shipley, again, those 13 points, had 3 rebounds and a block to go along with that. Clayton, 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. McLaughlin, as we mentioned, 19 points, had the steal, and had 3 total rebounds. Maddie White was 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1. And coming in, Jordan Smith, you just mentioned, 6 points for her, 3 rebounds, 1 assist as well. And then 1 point for De Lorenzo on a free throw late in the ball game. Let's look at numbers. The game stats brought to you by Bechter Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer on Route 11 South in Inwood, taking care of you like it's nobody's business here on the abbreviated Palace Lounge postgame show. We'll now move to the awards portion of the broadcast. First, Nick, your moment of the game, brought to you by Parsons Ford, 1400 Shepherdstown Road, and online at parsonsfordofmartinsburg.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1. First, Parsons.
Overall, you could choose that whole fourth quarter for Shepherd. I think, in particular, if I was to take a specific moment from the game, I think there was back-to-back possessions where Abby Beeman got out in transition. I believe on one she dumped it down to Marley McLaughlin. She got a layup, and the other one, Shipley, finished the layup. And it was a little 4-0 run for Shepherd. But overall, that whole fourth quarter was great. But I think that was kind of just how Shepherd got their offense going in the fourth quarter, was Beeman on the fast break. So that would be my moment of the game, kind of that little 4-0 run set the tone for the fourth quarter.
Now, the Cody's Body Shop projection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced technicians. Phone 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Not a lot of options here, but I have one in mind if you don't.
I'm going to go with Shipley's block in the second quarter.
That's what I was thinking of.
That was like the rejection of the game, right? She swatted that. Now, to kind of even it out a little bit, Mansfield still scored on that possession, but it was a great block, and it was one of those ones that stood out.
Yeah, definitely. Now we'll wrap things up here with the player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers. Leading healthcare here and everywhere. Who's your WVU Medicine player of the game? I think I know who it is.
It's tough. It's between Beeman and McLaughlin. I'm going to go with Marley McLaughlin because I think her scoring was really important for this team. And Abby Beeman, while she did a lot of good things as well, it seemed like McLaughlin's buckets came at crucial moments in the game. So I'm going to go with Marley, but it's very tight between those two, and they both played really well.
Well, I have a wild card for you.
Shipley?
I'm going Shipley because 13 points. She's only averages a couple points, like 4 points a game. If you don't get those 13 points, I don't necessarily know that you win handedly.
Yeah, that's a good point. I liked what Shipley brought to the team as well. But yeah, I mean, that was one I kind of thought about, but I'm going with Marley McLaughlin.
All right, well, that does it for this portion, or this broadcast. We'll step aside, and for about 2 minutes, that's Colin back in the studio. We'll get things out stream-wise. We'll stop the stream, start another one, and Shepherd wins. Shepherd women win the first part of the doubleheader over Mansfield, 71-56. We'll be back after this for more for Shepherd men's action. You're tuned in to Shepherd basketball action on TV 10.
That concludes today's action of Division II college basketball featuring the Shepherd University Rams. The contest was brought to you by Smallwood & Small Insurance Group. Contact them today at 304-263-3361. Chris Ross of the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Contact them today at callchrisross.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. Contact them at suttonandjanelle.com or visit their offices at 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or go to Orsinis.com. The Marius Group of Financial Advisors. Call them at 304-263-4343. The Palace Lounge off Edwin Miller Boulevard. Go to their Facebook page for their full menu. And the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. This has been a WRNR and TV10 broadcast. All rights reserved.